how to retrieve records from database. How to retrieve the records from database. In JDBC we have an interface known as statement interface. In this statement interface we are having a method, say java p space java dot sql dot statement. So what does the statement interface consist of? A method known as execute query. Okay, so why we are using this execute query? To retrieve the records from the database. The execute query return type is what? Result set. A result set is a interface. Result set is a interface. And what is the parameter? Query string, right? And that string is nothing but the command, SQL command, right? And this method throws what? SQL exception. Fine. So what is the return type of execute query? Result set. So what is result set? Suppose result set is a interface again. So in this interface we have some methods. Suppose I want to know whether the records are present or not. Say we are having a database. Right? So in this database we have some records. Fine. So what you can say? Either it can be ID, name, right? So in this you can say one, some values. Some values are there, right? So when I write the method, what is the method you have to use? Execute query, right? So how can you use it? Statement is a interface. So if we want to call this method, we require object, right? From where you are getting the object? Say con equals to st dot driver manager dot get connection URL username comma password. By writing this step, what will happen? A connection object is established, right? Next, after that, what you can say? Yes, statement st equals to con dot create statement. That create statement returns the object for st, right? St is the reference, right? So what you can say? The return type of execute query is result set. So result set rs equals to st dot execute query. So what's the query we have to write? Select star from emp, you can say, right? So what is it? emp is nothing but the table, right? So first thing we have to know whether the records are present or not. Whether the records are present or not, right? How to know whether the records are present or not? We are having a method called as next. What is the method? Next. Whose return type is what? You can say it as public boolean. What do you mean by boolean? True or false, right? So if you want to check whether this particular st.execute query results in an object or not, means this entire table will be wrapped into an object and it is represented by a term known as rs. It will be stored in an object known as rs. Yes or no? So this rs contains of all the records, means these records, all the records are represented by this rs. Now I have to check whether the records are actually present or not, means the table is empty or not. So how to check that? We are having the method known as rs dot next. So how many records are there? 3. Instead of writing 3 times individually, we can use a loop concept where while rs dot next will result in the particular result saying that record is present or not. Okay, first the cursor will be here, say it's pointing to nothing. When I say rs dot next, it will point to this particular first row. If I say again rs dot next, second row. Again rs dot next means third. Again rs dot next means if there is nothing, null. Then what will happen? It will be like empty means false. Right? So if you want to know whether records are not present, records are present or not, we are having next method. I want to retrieve the values. How to retrieve the values? Here we are having ID, we are having name. Same type or different type? ID is a integer, name is a string. Like different data types will be there. For that reason, in this result set interface, we are having a method known as getXX method. What is it? GetXX method is if you are retrieving a integer, get int of that particular index or column. Both the things you can use, index or column, right? And what you can say here, index means 1. Why 1? Because integer index is what? Here ID index is what? 1. Here you can say ID index is 1 and name index is 2. Okay? So by using this you can say that part. Now I want to retrieve the second value. So get string of 2. If I am having another column as salary, get int of 3. Another column of address, get it string of 4. Like that, n number of columns, and the column index will be starting from 1 onwards. Column index will be starting from 1 onwards. So how many columns are there? That many number of index will be there. Or you can use directly the column name also. Instead of saying get string of name, right? So in this way also you can use this particular column. Fine. So how to write this thing is nothing but say system dot out dot println. What you can say? Rs dot get int of 1 plus, just I am giving a space, plus rs dot 2. That's it. Means if we are having 2 records only. Fine. Close that particular thing. Understood? Now we have to write the program. How to write the program? Say same thing. First, what do you have to do? The first thing we have to do is the import. Import java.sql dot star, right? Then public class statement select, right? So next, after that, what you have to do? Public static string args. What it throws? Exception. Or else you have to write the try catch block to handle the exception, right? Next, what you can say? Class dot per name. In that per name, what you have to pass? The oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot oracle driver. So what is that? Oracle driver is a class. Oracle is a main package, JDBC is a sub package, and driver is the sub package, right? Next, what you can say? Connection con equals to, first we have to write the URL, string URL equals to what is it? JDBC is the API, Oracle is the database, Thin is the driver, @localhost is the particular database host, then 1521 is the port number, XE is the service name. Next, string username, system, and string password equals to manager, right? Next, connection con equals to driver manager dot get connection URL comma username comma password, right? Statement st equals to right. Say then again result set rs equals to execute query. Execute query for select command, execute update for insert update and delete. Select star from, what's the table name we have? Student. Okay, so in this student how many columns we have? ID, name and fees, right? Next, we have to check first whether the records are present or not. How to check that? By using the method known as next. After that, what you can say? System dot out dot println first rs dot get int of 1 plus what you can say? Rs dot get string of 2 plus rs dot int of 3, right? Close that particular thing, then rs dot close st dot close con dot close. Yeah. Okay, next what you can say? What is the first thing we have? Let's save it as statement dot java, right? So f drive cd space java c space statement select dot java, right? So what's it? Just we are missing the semicolon here. Instead of semicolon here you can colon. Java space statement you got the 2 records, right? If you want to say id name and this particular piece, you have to print a system.out.println id name and percentage. In that order you will get it. Clear? So this is what retrieving the records from the database. We are having the statement interface in which we have execute query where the result type is return type is result set, which retrieves the records by using the method next or get int or get string methods. Okay, for each data we will be having a getter method. For each thing you can have a getter method. Okay.